bro. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Atlanta Falcons. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. The Spirit at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
I want the money for shop, just give me them racks, and I do the shop. I got a kid with a scope, I got them racks on me, yeah, you already know. Looking for double C's, and I can stop. I'm back here to sell it, I bought a new chain, but I need a pattern, I bought a new pattern.
Smith, his first carry. They'll have a first down past the 40. At least 3 going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bring Joseph on for the extra point. It's good.
I want the money for show, just give me the racks, not me show. I got a cable scope, so the racks on me, yeah. Here's the double C's.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
I'm backing it up to sell it. I'm putting the pain. I'm letting you say it. I'm putting the pressure. I'm letting you
have it. About a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
You want me to
They'll run on first down. It's Hubbard. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
I want the money for show. Just give me the racks. Another show. I got a cable scope. It's a first down.
The offensive line there. That was a double C.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the
looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. They brought the house that time with a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
That one, 28 yards on the ground. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 sets, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big arm for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The football line out, Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This tournament is getting a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Wow.
And it'll be held in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown here. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra points sticks the offense, and that'll make the score 14-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
I'm hoping for structure after that. On the dance floor. The living love at first dance?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They play the script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into that script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. And try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out. And it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. For a Kansas City touchdown. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Tell me when to go take a shower. I'm going to imagine not so quick.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Your son is doing like that.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Calling a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
What you say? What you bought? I just have to turn used to it.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Ryan. It's double team and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, covered. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Second and 2. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
It's fucking sweet.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. First down carry for Smith. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you lose a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Only reminisce on certain days up in the seat when the time that I lost it. Really missed our childhood grief because the gender was mainly my focus.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan.
Oh! That was mad safe.
Down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line.
Wow.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post-route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. For the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
say less, I know what she want for a lot of count. I ain't going out. Please don't call me for nothing, I'm focused on money. My name is money, no sunny shit.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now Ito Smith, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. It'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Joseph now to kick this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something which is wrong with the ball or the wind or something that's funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he
All my niggas
goes
ain't go the route. What the fuck?
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Randy Gregory able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
But I hear that it's smoking me. But tell them if they want to kill me. Hey, tell them that it won't be easy.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I'm forever repping 16. They ain't got no problem with risking life for me. I shine with no problem, that's why they need me.
This time Ryan throw.
Stop swatting, nigga. Fuck that shit.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around it. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
It just takes 100 racks in my schedule. You know, the small man is doing things big to my level. I always fuck the bitch even before I use the hammer.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick.
I gave you sneakers already.
Because other than that, it's really been a first just have to forget. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil.
So I took this gun on my right hip.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him as it is. It was a 19-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
From deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. Check nickel.
They look to throw now on 1st down.
Yo, this nigga throw too late, yo.
Randy Gregory able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll drop the throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's only thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls.
Understand
And you've
it.
had
And I heard
that
like
kind of
y'all
lack of success.
Could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Airing one out for Boyd. And from the 13 here, this half it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Oh, now you come back.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by to our left. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To try again after the sack. Ryan looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Like, what the fuck?
Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get...
Nah, you out of here, too.
Back.
Better. He got the mascot too.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Mclfl. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience
How
together,
many same ones they got going to this
most
side?
offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 44, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Complete to Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw again is Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime so far as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking downfield for Kelsey. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Now again, right side. It's Hubbard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Wait.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Move a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually do.
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check 52.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
It's going to be intercepted a third time. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
25.
On first down, Freeman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ryan. And he will fire. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, defense.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They've blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
21. Here we go.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now it's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
White. Hey, box drop.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. It's caught by OBJ. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Play action, Garoppolo. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Odell Beckham with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. No problem there on the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the break, aren't they?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Freeman again. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. From the shotgun, Ryan airing it out, looking for... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Ryan now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down and 4, Ryan over the middle, and and it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but now it'll be third down.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On the ground, this is Smith. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Smith. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 56. Watch one.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Here's Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. It's caught, Beckham. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on 1st down. Hubbard, he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and it'll bring up third down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mclfl picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Second and 12 at the Chiefs' 47-yard line.
Ready, Blue 80! Blue 80! Check, check. Bring it! Bring it!
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of...